The McLaren 600LT is a 2019 automobile all-star. It pays to look ahead in. Far ahead. The driving environment is so well focused, with every control and sightline honed to help you deal with what comes at you. And for good reason, but there's a problem. A distraction. If you didn't love the 600LT already and you will, then the realization that it spews flames when the 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 is under load and then chuffs two fireballs as you lift off the gas is enough to have you adding up the value of close relatives and fripperies such as your home. This is McLaren, indeed. The mid-engine layout, the rigidity of the carbon fiber tub, and the minimalist cockpit create a race car vibe, and on track the 600LT delivers. It feels beautifully. On the actual road, things get even better. Here you sense how, still, going slowly does prove difficult at times. Going. Yes, McLaren has built something special here. Yes, the 2019 Automobile All-Stars.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. I get fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.